It's one of the biggest successes of 2013. A peer-to-peer financial system prospering in the wake of a financial crisis and international cynicism towards the banks. Bitcoin's currency has broken the $1,000 mark for the first time, and after being under the radar for the last few years, it's now getting attention in the mainstream media. But just what do we know about this cultural phenomenon? Who actually owns Bitcoin? Well, the Bitcoin team state that no one owns it. It's simply controlled by users all over the world. Developers continually work on the processes, but essentially the users themselves head up the phenomenon. So who's responsible for the creation of Bitcoin? Well, that's more of a mystery. Programmer Satoshi Nakamoto invented Bitcoin, so that should be a clear starting off point. However, Satoshi Nakamoto doesn't exist. Well, he does, but it's a pseudonym, which means clear thinking inside the foundation. The appetite to uncover the identity or identities of Nakamoto is tremendous. Various investigations have been published online, claiming to have put the clues together and identified the real Satoshi Nakamoto. The New Yorker recently published a piece by Joshua Davis in which he claimed to have identified the mystery man or woman. After analysing all Nakamoto's posts and a 2008 research paper on Bitcoin, he studied the linguistic style, prose and spelling. Interestingly, Nakamoto switched from the US way of spelling certain words to the English style. Davis deduced that the man he was looking for was English and a world-class programmer. After attending a Crypto 2011 conference, Davis's workings out led him to James Clear, who denied being Nakamoto. Though intriguingly, he said he wouldn't admit it if he was indeed the Bitcoin creator. On the back of the New Yorker piece, other armchair detectives set to work. Adam L. Pennenberg, a journalism professor at NYU, had also been trying to find out who Satoshi Nakamoto really was. He didn't share Davis's belief that James Clear was the wanted man. Instead, came to the conclusion that there were three men in the frame. Pennenberg's investigations kicked off in earnest when he discovered a patent for a system and method of providing secure communications with an application date of 3 days before the domain name for Bitcoin was registered. The three inventors listed on the patent are Neal King, Vladimir Oksman and Charles Bry. Pennenberg set about attempting to link them to Satoshi Nakamoto. There were various compelling points made in his article to tempt us into believing that any of these men could be Nakamoto, such as their previous areas of expertise, their links to a similar technology, and in the case of Neal King, an apparent skepticism about the financial system. Interestingly, Pennenberg states in his investigation that the point isn't to confirm the identity of the creators, but to show just how circumstantial evidence, which is what the New Yorker based its conclusions on, isn't synonymous with the truth. He adds, "I doubt the New Yorker found the right guy. I also believe that our evidence is far more compelling, yet we also probably haven't nailed it either." But has the NSA got the right guy? Back in 1996, they wrote this super catchy document called How to Make a Mint, the Cryptography of Anonymous Electronic Cash, which basically says something like Bitcoin will happen at some point. In this report, they refer to the work of this chap, Tatsuaki Okamoto. Many Bitcoin experts are convinced this is the man behind Satoshi Nakamoto, with some wondering if Nakamoto is the brainchild of Okamoto in conjunction with Satoshi Abana. The combination of their names could certainly be a clue. Then, of course, there's the train of thought that the NSA themselves created Bitcoin, as their 1996 prediction was eerily accurate. Not everyone is keen to uncover the mystery identity, though. Many think that the point of Bitcoin is anonymity, and that uncovering the identity of Satoshi could topple the system altogether. Well, no matter who is behind the phenomenon, they've certainly covered their tracks well enough to keep us all guessing.